KJ, said you had a pretty accurate day. What do you think about your performance overall and just the performance of the offense?
I think I had a pretty good performance starting out, but I mean, I got to give a credit to my O-line and the receiver making plays, so helping me out on that standpoint. But I feel like I did have a great day today. Things I do need to get better at for small details and stuff like that. So, and as an offensive unit, I feel like we had a pretty explosive day today. We came out, we took shots early, but we just got to clean up the little mistakes, the little details, all the penalties that we had. So, we just can't hurt ourselves. So we're moving forward. I mean, we're focused on cleaning up the mistakes and keep being explosive.
What were some of the big connections that you made with wide receivers? If you could kind of tell us a few of the plays that stick out in your head.
I know I had Landers on a couple of deep shots. He reeled in. Warren also had a deep shot, and then just being able to give Trey Knox a chance down the field seam. And also Jay Hazelwood down in the red zone. We like him, bigger body, real athletic, go up and get the ball, hop on the ball. So just being able to give those guys a chance and let them make a play on the ball.
The younger guys behind you and Drew, how are they coming along? We talked to Pooh yesterday and Drew, but just how are they coming along, and just how do you feel about the defensive line in front of you? I mean, they've had a lot of injuries, especially interior, but how are they coming along?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, today was a big emphasis with the younger guys getting a lot of reps in the linebacker room. I thought, Jackson Woodard had a really good day. Jordan Crook, these guys just came in, went to work in the offseason, and now you're starting to see those strides, especially in the scrimmage. They're running faster, getting off blocks. And that's just stuff that we do in individual daily. And it's finally carrying over into the scrimmage. Thought they did well. Pooh had a good day. With the D line, it's a group that, it's not a bunch of big names, but there's a lot of guys that are very talented. Coach Adams does a really good job about getting their technique right. Just continuing to see their progressions. Terry, number 99, getting to see him work in the nose guard position is just a big spot to fill, with Ridgeway leaving us.
I think 105 receptions left when Traylon, Warren, and Morris left, but a lot of some of these receivers like Jaden Wilson, Isaiah, Landers are emerging with some of the other guys like Hazelwood and them. How do you feel about that wide receiver room now?
I mean, just iron sharpening iron. I mean, those older guys they took those young guys under their wing, and just being able to just iron sharpen iron, just competing at a high level, and it just raise everybody playing level and skill set. I mean, once you come in and everybody's working at a high level, elite mindset, and everybody's just going to get better as a unit. So that's what happened.
Consider maybe the question mark on off, but is it getting to the point it almost can be a strength at receiver with the guys emerging?
Of course. I mean, just I was just talking to Bump earlier about this. I mean, just our receiver core, they've came a long way. I mean, just being able to grasp the plays and also just understand why we calling these certain type of plays in these situations that we're in. So just being able to just have that mindset going into, and they really learning the system and actually knowing what's going on. So just having a receiver room like we have here just is an advantage.
Bumper, we heard from KJ earlier about the big plays on the offensive side of the ball. What about defense? Any plays stick out to you that you remember from today?
And there was times where we were getting back to the quarterback. We had a lot of sacks, and it was just credit to guys working pass rush moves. We do it a lot in practice. I think Drew had like 3 sacks, and just being able to get to the quarterback, work running backs, one-on-ones. Thought that was a good thing. We had some balls get over the top on us today, but we were light in the DB room, so guys were getting a lot of reps. First scrimmage, you're starting to, see that fatigue kind of set in. And so it was good. It was good to see where we are at. I always look at the scrimmages as a reality check. And then you get to build off of it. We still have 21 days for our first game, but I really like where we're at right now.
KJ Pittman and everybody's been talking about Isaiah Sategna kind of coming along so far in fall. What have been your impressions of him so far?
Oh, he has great ball skills. I mean, just being able to track the ball in the air and then just run up on it, just don't make a play. So just being able for him to be that young coming in, and he's learning the plays really quick, and just be able to have great ball skills like he has at such a young age. So I would say ball skills for sure.
A similar kind of question, but Coach Pittman was in here earlier talking about how he feels like Warren Thompson has made some really great strides. So what specifically have you seen him improve upon over the course of fall so far?
Leadership. I mean, just being able to just those young guys, like you said earlier about the young guy making strides. I mean, he's one of those guys that's in the front runner, just being able to just talk to those guys and pull them to the side like, hey, this is what we got, this is why you call this, be able to reach the defense and know who you got to block. So I would say from Warren, just being leadership and just being confident.
Coach Scher was in here yesterday, said that he doesn't think that Drew really knows how good he is and how good he can be. You said he had 3 sacks today. What do you think of Drew? What are you seeing from him through the first week of fall camp?
I mean, what we're asking of Drew is we're not asking a lot of other guys to do. He's going down and rushing the passer off the edge and then also coming back with me and, playing a stand-up linebacker. So his skill set is so versatile that whenever he makes a mistake doing something, he gets, not down on himself, but he wants to be a perfectionist. And so just continuing to, tell him, hey, listen, man, you're doing so many good things. You don't need to get down on yourself because there's a certain mistake that you make having to go back from, on the edge to back to linebacker, but he's picking it up so well. I mean, he's had like 7 practices so far in the fall, and like every single day he's continued to get better. And just seeing his development, I'm excited for everyone to see it, but he is a very special player.
And then KJ, you mentioned Trey earlier. Coach Pittman said he had 2 catches today. We talked about him as a blocker, but as a pass catcher, he's someone who's been here with you for a while. How's that connection with Trey now that he's at tight end and not wide receiver?
I mean, just the connection that me and Trey has. I mean, just chemistry based off just the plays that we do run. I mean, I know I can count on Trey being in the right spot at the right position, right time, and also just being able to know Trey like down the field or anything like that. I know he can go up and body a DB or something like that. So just being able to get Trey a chance down the field, and then also on his routes, just I know they're gonna be crisp. So just being able to try to get the ball and put it on him quickly and let him make a play.
Question for both you guys. It may be hard to say a year ago after one scrimmage we were here and now we're here, but can you feel advancements in the last year? Like we're at this level through one scrimmage in fall camp.
I would say yes, because of the young guys in the strides that they've made from last year fall camp to this fall camp. Just being able, everybody is on one accord now. Everybody's learning. Everybody's competing at a high level, which raises everybody's skill set. So I would say just being able to just the competition level that we brought in, and guys just compete and having fun. So I would say that.
Yeah, and then even though there was mistakes made today on defense, we're a lot more explosive defense. Guys being able to make bigger plays, like more sacks and getting to the passer. But there's certain things that, like, yes, they're mistakes now, but we'll clean those up. And I like where we're at. Coach Odom likes where we're at, but we know that we still have a lot of work to do before game 1.
It was a pass pro drill when Rocket the other day. I don't think anybody got any movement on Rocket. What do you see in him as A runner and B, a physical guy,
Yeah, I mean, Rocket's very patient. He's a very patient pass blocker. So he's gonna let you make the first move. So just continue. Like when we get work with Rocket, we know that if he's so good at what he does, that's gonna translate to whenever we're rushing backs in the SEC. Just getting that work, knowing how to get around them, and it's just making us better.
KJ, what have you seen from Rocket from overall back standpoint?
He's learning. I mean, I caught protection and he's pointing everything out, listening to him and the O-line on the same page, and him just being able to read his keys and then know where he got to block, where he got to get to. And even if the defense simulates some type of pressure, he's KJ, hold on, let me get on this side. So being able to just be able to take the film, what he learned in the film room out to the field and translate is just, I mean, it's an advantage for Rocket.
KJ, I was wondering, Coach said Malik had a couple of catches. Did you throw those passes to him? And what do you think about him as just a weapon for you, Hornsby?
Well, just athleticism he has, and he brings to the table. I mean, bump pretty much tell you when 2 quarterbacks on the field, you don't know what's going on. You don't know who's going to have the ball. So being able to just create chaos for the defense side of the ball and having a guy like Malik with his athleticism and just being able to hand him the ball, he stretch the defense, or you don't know if you're going to throw the ball deep. So being able to have 2 quarterbacks on the field is an advantage. I mean, we like it. So.
You think about your left side much? I'm just curious how Luke is doing over there.
Well, Luke is holding up pretty good. I mean, I don't worry about those guys up front. I mean, he's been here. I mean, he's got great work. That front 5, I mean, they've been together for so long, and I mean, they just all bond together. So I'm not too much worried about my left side at all.
You guys doing tomorrow? Got some time to kick your feet up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm doing that. What you just said, kicking my feet up, relaxing.
Thanks, fellas. Good job.
Thank you.